Out and About Productions presents Just Out Wandering on a Nice but Windy Day, December 13th, 2025. Let's go, ride low, ride recumbent.
we'll try this again. Yeah. Hey, again, BJ Ando, out and about on the Recumbent, on a very nice Saturday. Been quite windy. Other than that, though, it's been real good. Yeah, basically, we started out, on the Pikes Peak Greenway and headed up Sinton Trail up to get over to Angletech. Needed to set up an appointment to be able to get a new chain. About time for a new chain, and a new rear tire. Yeah, I go through a chain and a rear tire a year. So 4,000 to 5,000 miles. That's not bad, if you ask me. I know chains are expensive because recumbents take 3 chains, but other than that, very little. Trike ran great today, absolutely no problems, just smooth as glass. Ran into some strange. You're going to see some. So, like I said, I guess I get back to where I got. Okay, so we went up Sinton, and we went up to Angletech, get that appointment set up. Plus, too, I dropped them off a little Christmas package. Basically, went over to Einstein Bagels and bought them bagels for bagels and cream cheese for breakfast. And the folks at Angletech do so much for Joe and I, especially Kirk and Jackie, and all of them, including Kelvin. I have to say his name right. That's why I had to hesitate. Kelvin, the owner, and basically Josiah, who I consider the assistant manager. Yeah, he could be the manager, because he kind of does everything. And but yeah, no, great folks. If you're ever in Colorado Springs, or you want to move to Colorado Springs, and you need anything to do with a recumbent, trike, bike, whatever, Angletech. www.cycledifferent.com. Excellent people. Okay, back. So then we went up got back on the Sinton Trail, went up, picked up the Foothills Trail, and took that over to the entrance to the Garden of the Gods. But I noticed that there's a cement trail, concrete trail, that takes you over towards the start. And usually you can't get anywhere near that because there's 10,000 people walking it, But being that it's, the middle of December, and almost the middle of December, basically there's hardly anybody on it. So you guys get to see the walking trail that goes off of the Foothills Trail to get you into the Garden of the Gods, so you could walk all the way around if you deem that, or if you want to just go up to what they call the Garden, which is where all the big rock formations are in kind of one group, and walk around that. Then from there, we went over and picked up the 31st Street bike lane, then Midland, and then kind of did a roundabout of streets and trails and more streets over to Shook's Run Trail. Howdy. Which is what we're on right now.
I just want to look at your recumbent.
Oh, sure.
Sometimes think about these.
Well, it gets to where if your balance is not so hot, or that type of thing. I have ankylosing spondylitis, which is a very weird arthritis, and sometimes it messes with my balance pretty good. And then my wife, she's had 2 heart attacks and is type 2 diabetic, so her meds mess with each other, and she can get dizzy sometimes. So the 3 wheels just made all the difference for us.
Keep rolling, man.
Yeah, that's it. As they say, motion is lotion. So
my big thing is getting in and out. Does it take a little doing?
Basically, it's not that bad. Now, mine's a little weird because I have the camera mounted on it.
Oh yeah, but that's beautiful.
Normally you can just kind of walk right back into it and sit down,
I see.
And
yeah, I get it.
And I'll show you here too. This helps you too with when you get to be older. And normally you just walk back in, These are what they call assist bars.
Oh, yeah. That's how you do it.
And you can pull yourself right out with them too.
Fantastic.
But they do make these that are taller in the seat. This one's actually pretty low. This one was, in its day, it was considered a sport touring model. It's not a sport model. It's not a racer, but it was considered.
Recumbent place right on guard on the guard.
Yeah, that's Angletech. That's where I got it. That's where we get all our stuff.
Nice. Well, thank you for telling me about your place.
Sure.
Beautiful day to be out.
Oh, that's for sure. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. That's what's cool when you're out on the, a trike or a bike or whatever. You get to meet people that you don't. So forgive me for leaving you with nothing going on, but I always like to talk to people. It's always good. But I stopped here because it's kind of a nice, easy place to stop, and I'm going to eat my Think bar. I know we talk about these, but you guys never see them, so I'm going to show you what a Think bar looks like. You can get these at here in Colorado Springs. You can get them at Safeway and King Soopers and Walmart too. But this is a Think bar. Okay, they got several flavors. This is the Brownie Crunch, and but it has 20 grams of protein, 0 sugar. It's gluten-free, low GI, and low carb. Yeah, and it tastes really good, especially this one. So, but yeah, just kind of wanted to sum everything up. But so, like I said, we got down, and we got over here to Shook's Run, and you can't stay out too late this time of year because the sun goes down at 4:30, and it's working on 2+ now. So I'm going to stop here and eat my lunch, or not my lunch, but my snack, and then head on home. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the last video, and let me know what you think about the hard mount. Going to get more of that. This video is going to be mostly a music video, as I call it. More with the hard mount. But I'm pretty happy with it, except for like going over really rough surfaces like the bridges, with the old wooden bridges and stuff like that. It's just going to bounce. There's just nothing I can do about it. But I really like what it does otherwise. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, as usual, just want to say thank you for coming along for the ride or checking out the ride. And please like, subscribe, and share. Please share the video. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah. So, as we like to say, until we come together next time, however that is, happy trails. Bye for now. Happy trails.